Hello, this is Miss Anna, and I'm from the McHenry Public Library. I'm here to talk about World News Digest. This is a really great database if you want to learn more about current news or news dating back all the way to 1940. And this database is perfect for both middle and high school students. So how do you access World News Digest? Your first step is to go to www.mchenrylibrary.org. You are going to need your library card number, but don't worry if you don't have a library card. All you have to do is go to this library news section right over here, and there's a link to get a temporary e-library card to use our digital library. So not only can you use World News Digest, you can check out all of our other awesome databases as well. So to get to World News Digest, you're going to go to this Find It drop-down menu, and you're going to select Library Databases. From there, we're going to go to Magazines and Newspapers, and as you can see, World News Digest is right over here. Once you click that, it will ask for your library card number. You just type it in, and it will lead you to the home page. So the first thing you're going to see are these kind of trending topics right over here on the left-hand side. But there's also these really great resources on the right-hand side. There's always going to be a special feature. We're going to go into that at the end. They're going to have their featured resources, so you can look at facts and statistics. So these are going to be graphs and tables based on different factors like economy, things like that. Historical documents. So these are going to be transcribed to text. So things like a treaty, for example, you can find that there. Information on past U.S. presidential elections, as well as videos. This one's really cool, so I really wanted to highlight this for you. So these are actual historical videos that you can filter and look at. So you can search by decade, or you can just scroll down and select what you're interested in. I'm just going to select this first featured video right over here. And as you can see, this is the actual video from July 20th, 1969, the Apollo 11 moon landing. And you will have the transcript right over here. You can also save, share, or cite the video. So this is a really neat way to kind of look at these old historical videos. So going back to the home page, there's also That Day in History. So a really fun thing that you can do is actually put in your birth date and see what happened the day that you were born. So that's a fun thing that I really like to do and something that you can do with your child or student. There's also landmark events in history. So here again, you can browse by decade and search on whatever event in history that you are interested in. So World News Digest has another menu over here on the top. Over here, you can browse news, you can browse by landmark events, and there are also resources. So underneath Browse News, you can look either by country, by people, or by topic. So you can select whatever you might be interested in. So perhaps you're interested in healthcare. It will give you a list of related news, a list of related media, so things like videos that you can look at. Primary sources, this is really great when you are using this in a classroom, as well as any references that they utilized. So if you find an article that you're interested in, not only will it give you the article, but it will give you the same features as the video, where you can save, print, share, cite, and have a narrator read the text out loud. There's also information on the record, so when it was archived and by whom, as well as related topics. So going back to this menu, we're going to look at landmark events. So here you can look at the ones that are over here, or you can click View All to see a list of all of them. So you can select whatever you're interested in, and again, it is going to give you the same topics as it did before. Last but not least, we have this resources link right over here. And here we're going to see a lot of great things. So news media roundups, this is really great if you're trying to find kind of a current topic that you might be interested in. So once that loads in, I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, it's sorted by kind of hot and urgent topics over here on the left-hand side. You can also filter by region. So if you're looking for a particular part in the world, you can do that too. So for example, you want to learn more about the Olympics being postponed. You can search that. And again, it will give you news articles, social media reactions. So this is a really cool way to see what people have been saying in social media. So something we might not be thinking about as being a part of news is social media. So this is a really great resource for you and your student to look at. And again, videos related to the topic, as well as infographics. So this is a really great way to kind of visualize the topic at hand so you can see the various things that have been released in relationship to the Olympics being postponed. Another great one that I wanted to show you guys are this editorial cartoons and questions segment right over here. So this is a really great way to learn about any part of history is by utilizing editorial cartoons because it adds a little bit of humor into the situation. So for example, you want to learn more about Wall Street, you can select that. It will give you a variety of different editorial cartoons. It kind of depends on the resource, but usually 2 or more. This one had a lot. And then not only that, it will give you discussion questions. So this is a really great way if you are trying to develop a lesson plan around a certain point in history. You can use these editorial cartoons and the questions that they have over here to create a lesson. So there's also facts and statistics, historical documents, historical newspaper editorials, obituaries, and other resources as well. A really great tool to use if you are an educator is underneath this curriculum tools section right over here. If you click that, it will give you a lot of great resources on analyzing and understanding, presenting your research, and educator tools. So things like analyzing editorial cartoons and newspaper editorials, conducting mock trials, evaluating online resources, writing a paper, delivering a speech, and other really great and important topics. So last but not least, I wanted to go back to this special feature section right over here because I thought it was a really great one to use, especially with the upcoming 2020 election. So this is a really great resource if you are doing a unit on the election or on voting in general, because it's going to give you a rundown of basically everything there is to know. So everything from the candidates to the results of the primaries and caucuses, and their positions on various issues. So you can learn more about the candidates. You can scroll between the two right over here. You can learn about their various birth dates and ages. You can learn about their governmental experience. You can learn the results of the primaries and caucuses for both the Democratic and Republican Party. You can view various debates, both current as well as past debates. You can look at polling results, fundraising efforts, endorsements, as well as their positions on various issues. So this is a really great tool and one that I really wanted to highlight at the end for you guys. So just to wrap things up, World News Digest, a really great resource if you want to look at both current news as well as news dating back all the way to 1940. If this sounds interesting, all you need to do to access it is to go to mchenrylibrary.org, and all you need is your library card number. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. You can also contact us through the Facebook Messenger app. And why don't you take a chance and try that day in history? You can put in your birthday, you can put in a different year, and let us know what you found out in the comments below. I really hope you enjoy World News Digest, and don't forget to check out all of our other awesome databases as well.